I'll begin with the beginning, how I got in. There was a guy named Ike Davis. I think his name was Isaac Davis, but they called him Ike Davis. He was sort of he lived in Mateo, and I think he was a recruiter for people in Dare County. Well, a friend in Avon, and they were real good friends with Calvin Meekins. And so Calvin got myself and a guy named Irvin Price and McKinley Price a chance to go into CC camp. Well, when we had to go, we spent the night in Nag's Head, and early in the morning, Mr. Davis came and picked us up and carried us to Washington, North Carolina, where we had to enlist, I guess, or get sworn in. I don't know exactly what, but I think it was all about. And after they had the swearing-in ceremony or whatever, they asked the guys if there's anybody that want to go to Buxton, get to the head of the line. I didn't walk, I ran and got to the head of the line.
I'm sure you
and
did.
I went to Buxton. Well, I think the CC camp was in some way like the Army, yeah. We had an Army captain that was sort of in charge in some way or another, I don't remember that, but also an Army doctor named Dr. Abner. And if I could tell you a little about him, Dr. Abner, at the time there was not another doctor on the island, and he would go to people's home and do what he could to take care of them. I remember before I went in the CC camp a month or so before, I had the flu, and I don't know how he got to our house, but he came there and take care of me. Well, I think the CC camp, like I said, was somewhat like the Army. We had a barracks to live, sleep in, no heat or no air conditioning, and we had an Army cot, an Army blanket, and we had we wore Army type uniform both summer and winter, and we also had a mess hall where they prepared 3 meals a day for us, and the bathhouse was called, like the Army has, a latrine. Instead of the bathhouse, it's called a latrine where we went, and I don't remember where we had hot water or not, but anyway, here's the place where we had to go to bathe, whether there was any hot water or not. But anyway, when I first went into CC camp, they had 3 crews that worked on the outside, and there was a man by Mr. Barham was sort of in charge of them crews. And what I did with the crew I was in, we went into the north of Buxton and shoveled turf and put it in one of the trucks, and they carried it and planted it somewhere. And what the other 2 crews did, I don't remember offhand, but they had 3 crews, and one of them in charge of the crew was Calvin Meekins from Avon. Another was Charlie Gray from Buxton. Another guy was Quinn. I don't remember where he was from, and I don't remember his first name. But they were in charge of those crews that worked on the outside and did the work what had to be done. And so, as I said, I was pretty fortunate. I got to work in the carpenter shop, and they had a generator down there, and we had electric tools. And the guy that I worked for was a very smart guy. I mean, he was very capable of doing what he did, and he taught me a lot about carpentry. And we built some furniture. If you know, there's to the north of the CC camp, there's some cabins over there, and he built a lot of furniture just for those cabins.